Alright, let's get started. Welcome. Hey everyone. Hopefully everyone's going well. So, one thing I didn't do the other day, nor did I do during the week, is I didn't write the goals for January. So we're going to start off by writing that. I did, however, write down some notes of what we wanted to achieve. We also are wanting to sort of discuss our roadmap for this particular year and what we want to achieve. Now, I don't like roadmaps at all, because if you're working in something in a more agile sort of environment where you sort of change. Hang on, let me refresh that. I don't like roadmaps. The reason being is usually if you're working in an agile sort of environment, you kind of pivot. So the roadmap makes no sense after that pivot. However, that being said, it's kind of like a thing where I want to get this implemented this year, and hopefully it gets implemented within the first 3 months. So, yeah. Alright, let's jump into Embraco. I hope everyone's going well. We're just doing the NearBeach January goals first. Just picking an image. I need to get more images up here. Yeah, I need more images up here. Alright. New year. New goals for NearBeach. Okay, so straight off the bat, we're wanting to do bug list. Oh, yeah, that functionality doesn't work yet. Counter bugs. Then we're doing the rich text block, and what I'll do is I'll bump that across. Oh, we've got an add in progress. I think I'm quite lenient with it, but yeah. Alright, hopefully, I don't know, sorry, it's been a long day. I've been rushing around like there's no tomorrow. My brain's just got two thoughts at once, and it's like crisscrossing. And how's everyone going? How have you been? Yes, I've been working hard. I finally got a NAS. So I am playing around with it. I was up to 4 a.m. last night. Not a smart thing to do. So yeah. Hopefully it won't be up that late tonight. I think I'm going to drag and drop a couple of things. I think I've got 7 hours left for the vast majority of my raw photos. And then I've got a bit of backup here and there to go through. Ooh, 20 seconds left. And the Bob I know, happy Friday. And Adrian Learns, new NAS. Yes. Yes, so I'm excited. So I'm using Unraid. For those who want to know what I'm using. So I'm happy with it. Had to play around with it. And I'm like, this is exactly what I needed. Essentially, a lot of my hard drives are dying. So I've got another one that's in the other room. That's... when you plug it in, it's coming up with a lot of warnings. So, yeah, we should be back now. Welcome back, everyone. So, yeah. I was like, I need a NAS to my friend. He's like, cool, I'll build you one. I got a couple of spare drives. So we got 4 drives in there. We're only using 3. One of them there's a backup just in case any of the other ones go. They're old drives. So over the next year, I'll be replacing all 4. Yeah, it's just, I needed to copy over the images first to be like, all right, how much space will I use in the terabytes? And I'm like, all right, cool. If I buy 4 8-terabyte drives, I'll have 3, which I can probably use. So I end up with 24 terabytes, which will be plenty for me, honestly. So yeah. And Q, happy new year to you too. Also, how are you going, Taku? We are going to write some blogs first. So I've gone through my Kanban board and I'm like, all right, cool. These are the things I want to sort of tackle this month. I kind of wrote down 2 lists. So I've got the goals for this particular month, and I've got the goals for the roadmap. Once again, I don't like roadmaps because if you're working agilely and you pivot, the roadmap doesn't make sense, and a lot of the times you do pivot quite a bit. Alright, cool. So, looking at what we've usually done, so we do counter bugs, so we're going to go new features. We're going to copy the cards that we want. So, UI, UX for sprints. So, okay, there's no particular card for this, so UI /UX improvement for sprints. The UI/UX improvement for the sprints will incorporate the following tickets. And then I am going to put on this, and I am going to be like, scroll down to the sprint section. Card 491. Aww. That's a bit of a shock, Max. I did find a photo of socks the other day because I'm going through all my photos and backing them up onto the NAS properly, and I'm at the same time taking a chance to organize all my photos. If that makes any sense. And I found one of socks, and she's like doing the shocked face that Max is doing in that emoji, and I'm like, I'm going to probably incorporate that. So yeah, oh, Adrian, ooh, nice. You beat Nightbot, which is great. So yeah, don't forget to drop everyone, exclamation point dropped, followed by your favorite emoji. I am going to do Shocks Max. So we want to implement the ability to add the sprints. Oh, and we don't have a card. Oh yeah, oh wait, that's implement the ability, and then update the UI elements. 94! Holy hell, I did not see that. We can all say rigged. Max coming in, shocked Max coming in with the steal there. Holy hell. So, what else did we want to improve? So those are the 2 big things that we want to improve. We'll expand all of this out in a second. I'm just writing this down. So UI edit sprint page like Kanban edit. All right. Add the ability to delete objects. Currently, there is no method on deleting objects, which is the first stage we're going to implement before we start implementing the GDPR. Hang on. I get my acronyms mixed up all the time. GDPR, yep. So the idea is, at the moment you can't really delete anything, so you can re-access it. For example, if you duplicate a project or something like that, you can delete it and the system won't show it. However, it's a soft delete. So yeah, we're implementing the soft delete. And then once that's implemented, we'll implement the GDPR. Just because it makes sense to do this first, then that. So, aw, yeah, Socks he's been adorable lately. He stayed up with me till 4 a.m. in the morning with my NAS. He wasn't happy that he was being kept awake. Alright, so delete objects is another one. And then, what else did we want to implement? Oh, implementation of priority. Implementation of priority for all objects. Currently, only Kanban cards have this. Alright, cool. I can't spell. And I'm like, don't add too many. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So yeah, this is what we want to focus on this month. So we'll talk about the UI, UX. The UI/UX for the sprints section is currently really lacking. Current setup of the current layout of the sprints page was done. It was done to be functional, but not look good. Current layout of the sprint page was a temporary layout where we planned to implement a better UI/UX when all functionality was properly planned out. Now that the functionality for this module is set, we are happily discussing ways to improve it. I can't spell. Alright, so the UI UX for the sprint section is currently really lacking. The current layout for the sprint page was a temporary layout where we planned to implement a better UI UX when all functionality was implemented. Now that the functionality for this module is set, we are happily discussing ways to improve it. One way to improve the sprint functionality is to implement the ability to edit the sprint. Very similar to how we currently have the Kanban board editor set up. It will be on a separate page and only for those with specific permissions. This edit functionality will allow a user to update the title of the sprint, the start and end date. Existing functionality like starting and finishing the sprint will still reside on the sprint formation page. Alright, cool. So we talked about that. Update the UI elements. The UI, the layout of the information page will be drastically changed, and we are going to remove the bootstrap card that currently holds the information of the sprint. We are in the midst of designing this new UI/UX. Alright, cool. Delete objects. Alright. At the moment, users will not be able to delete any objects. For example, if a user accidentally makes a duplicate task, that task cannot be removed from the system. The user will need to flag the fact that it is a duplicate and, oh, thank you, socks. Duplicate, and then I've lost my train of thought. At the moment, users will not be able to delete any objects. For example, if a user accidentally makes a duplicate task, that task cannot be removed from the system. The user will need to flag the fact that it is a duplicate and then close that task. This is the perfect example where deletion will benefit the user. Benefit, not ifit. I even said e. I can't spell. So yeah, this is the perfect example where deletion will benefit the user. So, a bit of deletion. The only users who have a permission of 4 will be able to delete objects. So, for example, there's 0, so user doesn't have access. 1, read only. 2, edit. 3, create, and then 4 is going to be delete. So a user will be able to create before deleting. Doesn't make sense that a user can delete before creating. So yeah. A user, we will only implement the delete functionality for users who have a permission level of 4, which is the highest level. We are currently planning on where to place the buttons and the procedures around how to delete an object. Easy done. Implementation of priority of things. So currently only Kanban cards have priority. However, this useful little bit of information is actually required in the following objects. So, when I say requirement items, I mean the little tiny breakdowns of requirements. You won't need priority for requirements because requirements are a helicopter sort of thing. So yeah, requirement items. So you might need a priority in the requirement items, being like, listen, this is more of a priority over these particular other things. So yeah, that's why I'm saying requirement items and not requirements. And I'll probably put those notes in here. Projects, tasks, and that's about it. So yeah, you'll have your requirement items, projects, and tasks. Kanban boards already have it at the card level, and that's going to be the same thing. You won't have a priority at a Kanban board level. That doesn't make sense. You'll have it at the card level. You have it at the child level. And requests for changes already has that sort of priority built into it, but it has a different sort of priority per se. It has difficulty and priority to make certain calculations. Okay, such objects like requirements do not need priority, as they are a helicopter look at what the user, okay, socks, you are sitting in the wrong way, come on, sit over there. Such objects like requirements do not need priority as they are helicopter. I don't like that sentence. Objects that are parents of sub-objects will not have priority built into them. For example, requirement and Kanban board. Requirement will not need priority as it is a helicopter view of the user's requirements. where the individual requirement item will have the priority. Is that 2 words this whole entire time? Oops. Alright, so I'm gonna create that. I'm gonna save. Alright, cool. So it's created that. Ooh. We did do some documentation last month. Oops, that's rich text and image. And this is more research that we're doing. So continuation on what we were sort of having to research anyway. So I'm just gonna create that. I'm happy with that blog. Okay, so if we go back here, let's go back to blogs. Oops. Alright, give me 2 seconds. Had to just fix that very, very quickly. There we go. Alright. Easy done. So, I'm happy with this. This probably needs an image or 2 in there just to break it up, but that's fine for the moment. Yeah, we've got the usual ongoing sort of stuff. There's a few things we didn't actually do. For example, documenting the NearBeach flow. So that should be done this month. I really need to sit down and just crunch it out during a weekend or something like that. So, yeah. Alright, so there's that document. Oops. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta update my Bronco thing. Alright, not a problem, I can do that. Now, this will be... Alright. The NearBeach roadmap. I can't think of any good SEO description at the moment, so we'll come back to it. This latest, latest news. I'm just gonna hit save. I kind of want it to take me to the page. Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll have to deal with this. Okay, cool. So, create new. I'm sorry, that's covering that. Just give me a couple of seconds. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to have a rich text block. And actually, before I want to do that, I want to create a MISC information block. Add MISC information block. No, wrong one. Alert block. Alright, cool. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm creating a simple roadmap now. We won't publish this today. We'll probably get this published tomorrow. So yeah. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to notify people, hey, this is still an open discussion. If you want to actually contribute to this and how NearBeach is, what direction NearBeach goes, please join our Discord. NearBeach is currently open for discussion around any of these listed items or any items missing. We want to invite everyone to join our Discord. We want to invite everyone to join our Discord. Okay, NearBeach is currently open for discussion around any of these listed items or any items that are missing. We want everyone to join our Discord. Okay. All right, cool. So NearBeach is open for discussion. NearBeach is currently open for discussion. I don't like that. I don't like that. All right. NearBeach's roadmap is currently open for discussion. Many of the all right, cool. So NearBeach roadmap for 2025 is currently open for discussion. We are happy to discuss any of the items in this article and any other items that are missing. We want to invite everyone to join our Discord. All right, and that's just going to be an info. As simple as that. So, what we're saying here is, hey, if you guys want to actually add, if you think something's missing from the roadmap, please, come and join. Our next thing we want to do is we want to implement. I don't know if we want to implement screenshots and stuff like that. We probably will. Not this one. Alright, so MISC, instruction, text area, bridge block. Alright, welcome to 2025. Actually, yeah, welcome to 2025. How do I want to say this? Alright, welcome to 2025 at NearBeach's 2025 roadmap. The following items have been discussed with the community and have been placed on the 2025 roadmap. Now, like I said at the start of the stream, I don't believe in roadmaps. I think when you're working in a sort of agile sort of thing, the instant you pivot, the roadmap doesn't make sense anymore. And there's been many times where I've been doing one thing and I've had to pivot, especially with NearBeach, because something just didn't work out. And I stopped doing roadmaps like back in 2020, I think, maybe 2019, a long time ago. So yeah, software engineer. I would say programmer. Sure, why not? And welcome, Yayit. Welcome. Oh, we've hit an ad break. An ad break has snuck up on us. So for those on YouTube wondering why we're doing this, we also run on Twitch. On Twitch, we have ads every half an hour so that those who join won't get ads right away. So Twitch likes to throw ads at people trying to join channels, and sometimes it's a number of ads. So we do this so no one gets ads when we join. Yeah. Just means that those on YouTube get to see me for a minute 30 standing here like this. Maybe solve the Rubik's Cube, you know? We want to do that. So all the middles are in the correct place. Now I've just got to, all right, do this. Do this. Do this. I'm not the fastest at this. Do this. I'm looking at getting into either being a programmer or cybersecurity. Any tips? So cybersecurity, I sadly don't have any tips or anything like that, but knowing programming does help. So yeah. As for programming and stuff like that, my recommendation is always do little tiny projects. All right, you might do a little tiny project and then something you can do in an hour or two, then you move on to another little project, and so forth like that. And then later on, you come back to your first project and you rewrite it, because by that stage you would have learned quite a lot. You would have made it a lot better and a lot quicker too. I'm just seeing. Okay, welcome back everyone. Ads have finished. Yeah. If you want to know what languages to get into, my recommendation is go to a job searching site, key where you are. So I'm going to go programming. Web developer, key where you live or where you want to actually go, and actually read the job market and be like, all right, cool, marketing assistants. That's not a programming job. And read what they're trying to tell you in here. So this one is like Python, DevOps. All right, cool. So, yep. you read the next one and so forth like that. I would also recommend roadmap.io. Sorry, I've just remembered about this. Is it roadmap? No, not roadmap. Holy hell. Give me a couple of seconds, sorry. Oh, roadmap.sh. And in this particular tool, you will be able to find other stuff in here too. So, for example, cybersecurity. There you go. So, give me a couple of seconds. I will get you that link. Sorry, YouTube's on a different computer. I only have one monitor. Cybersecurity. All right, there you go. Copying that. And I am going to paste that in there for you. Okay, cool. And hopefully that helps. So yeah, this will sort of give you a roadmap of what you got to learn. But yeah, I would still learn programming. Definitely learn programming for cybersecurity. Because you learn how to break the... Yeah, you learn how to break the system. Especially with simple stuff, like SQL injection. Alright, welcome to NearBeach 2025 Roadmap. The following items have been discussed with the community and have been placed on the 2025 Roadmap. If you would like to discuss any missing items, we welcome it. Please visit our Discord. Cool. So I'm putting it in 2 places. All right, cool. First item, re-implementation of story points, or implementation of story. Oh, that's perfectly fine, yeah, yeet. So, yeah. Hopefully it helps. But yeah, I'm not in cybersecurity. I wouldn't have a clue where to start with it. But yeah, the roadmap SH, that should help. I also recommend Free Code Camp for programming. Give me a couple of seconds. Sorry, I forgot about that one. So Free Code Camp's free. Don't really need to sign up for it. If you, for example, go into menu, you go into curriculum, you can be like, all right, cool, I want to learn responsive web design or JavaScript algorithms and data certificates, front-end development libraries and stuff like that. You just click into it and then you've got all the course and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this will teach you. Sorry, my cat's pacing at the moment. Give me a sweetie. Okay, you can calm down. Are you boiling hot? Do you want me to turn on the fan? Alright, I'll be right back. Sorry, I just got to turn on the fan. Whoops, and knock things off my desk. Could have taken my headset off, and that would have been perfectly fine. But no, I had to make things more complicated. Alright, the following items have been discussed with the community and have been placed on the 25 roadmap. If you'd like to discuss any missing items, we welcome it. Please visit our Discord. Alright, cool. So, socks. Sorry, she sits on my mouse and presses buttons, and I had that perfect, socks. Welcome to NearBeach's 2025 road map. Right, no, you're getting away from my mouse. No. Already deleted my work. Alright, so welcome. I forgot what I had. Absolutely forgotten what I had. That's annoying. Okay. Frick, I've absolutely forgot what I had. Damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna make something up now. Actually, let's just continue. Let's just continue. The following items have been discussed with the community. If there are any items that you feel are missing, please join our Discord. We are happy to have more voices in the community. Alright, cool. Now, piss off, socks. Stop pressing my mouse. Alright, she's a bit naughty today. She's been doing that quite often. Just getting a bit sick of it. She knows what she's doing. Alright, so what we want to implement, implementation of story points. So what is the story point? And so forth with that. So, I need that thing, don't I? Give me a couple of seconds. Gonna close this. I'm actually afraid about plugging it in because I've been having a couple of USB port issues. Yeah, so all my inputs suddenly stopped working. My mic stops working, the frickin' keyboard and mouse stopped working, and then I figured out yesterday that I can unplug the mouse and keyboard and plug it in a different USB port and it'll start working. The same with the microphone. I've just been like, what the hell's happening here? So, yeah. Alright, cool. So, we're doing our usual why, how, and what. Alright, so this is the golden circle. If you've ever come across it, it's great for writing and stuff like that. Makes language feel a lot better. Why? So, it can be hard for a programmer to communicate just how long a particular task will take. No one can know exact numbers, but can only approximate. Story points are a great communication tool to notify the project manager approximately how long any given task or project take. This is where we just get a story point definition. I'm going to rewrite this one. Story points. Story point represents an estimate of time and of complexity a task that the project will have. We're kind of saying that up here. Story points are a great communication tool to notify the project manager approximately how long a given task will take. Alright, cool. Actually, I don't need any of that. I think I answered this with the how, why. Alright, cool. It can be hard for a programmer to communicate just how long a particular task will take. No one can know exact numbers, but can only approximate. Story points are a great communication tool to notify the project manager approximately how long any given task or project will take. A more complicated project or task will have a higher story point as opposed to something simple that will usually only take a few minutes to do. So we're going to give an example. Sarah has been tasked with changing layout of a particular page. She knows. Actually, no, we won't give examples. I think that's a good one. Let's keep it that simple. All right, now I need my other thing. Notice the sock gets told off. She's like over on the bed now. She's like, yeah, fine. Telling me off. All right, cool. So we've done that. The other one would be, don't come over here and cause trouble. Come on. No, you're just causing trouble now. This is my little troublemaker. She likes to sit on the mouse, the keyboard, and stuff like that, and press random buttons. She also walks over my Kindle, like she owns it. And changes the pages all the time. Yeah. I'm looking at you. Okay. Alright. In your bed. So, what else did we want to implement? GDPR deletion of wizard. Alright, definition of GDPR. So we're just going to point to the site. So I'm going to paste that in. And hey, Demi and Emir46, welcome. How are you going? What's up? We're just writing out a short roadmap for NearBeach. The roadmap's really only for 3 months and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what we're up to. And then we'll jump into programming and then hopefully do a release today. So, yeah. How are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Socks is also very unhappy at the moment. So, definition from this site. All right, cool. I'm just going to copy that. I'm just wondering if there's a quote. Quote. There you go. And then we just want to go back into normal. There you go. So, hopefully that works with the quote. I don't know. Alright, cool. So, why, how, and what. So why okay. So why? User privacy is really important. We are currently living in a society that has next to nothing. No. User privacy is really important. We would like to extend that thought into NearBeach. NearBeach is implementing a GDPR wizard, which will go through all objects stored in your NearBeach database and remove the relevant items. Yep, alright, cool. User privacy is really important to us. And many of our customers. We like to extend that thought into NearBeach. We'd like to extend that thought into NearBeach. Alright. By implementing a new GDPR widget. The wizard will scan the database for any objects and records. The wizard will scan the database for any objects and records, and either remove the records or remove the identifying information, usually by covering it, replacing with scrambled random text. Yeah. Cool. Yep, that's it. All right, implementation of pagination. Oh, that's a small task. Oh, well, let's start with the big hitters first. Implementation of OAuth and two-factor authentication. All right, cool. So yeah, this is another big one that we want to sort of implement. So we've had this idea for a couple of years now, and I just haven't been able to tackle it because we've been focusing on other things, and we're like, all right, cool, the single sign-on is working for everyone. However, we're getting to the point where we want to start implementing external systems into NearBeach. So, for example, GitHub, being able to link in issues through that and so forth like that. So, yeah, implementing two-factor, also single sign-on. So yeah, and the OAuth will be used also for stuff like the API. So we need to get this set up before we implement the API. So why, how, and what? So why would be being able to connect multiple systems to NearBeach is a very useful tool. For example, if we were able to connect users' GitHub account to NearBeach would be able to link any task/project to an issue brought up on GitHub. So I'm going to have to move you in a minute. All right, cool. Being able to connect multiple systems to NearBeach is a very useful tool. For example, if we were able to connect to use GitHub accounts on NearBeach, NearBeach would be able to link the task projects to an issue brought up on GitHub. All right, cool. From there, what do we want to say? I'm just going to put that over there. All right. How to achieve this task? We will need to first implement OAuth and other similar features. No. You're annoying. Yep. Past annoying me now. No. Alright, sorry about that. I've just been dealing with that all day. Alright, to achieve this task, we'll need to first implement OAuth and then other similar features into NearBeach. Alright, cool. Two-factor is not part of this. Oh, piss off. Come on, select. So, being able to connect to multiple systems to leverage data is very useful. For example, if we were able to connect to a user's GitHub account, NearBeach would be able to link any task project to an issue brought up on GitHub. To achieve this task, we'll first need to implement OAuth and other similar features into NearBeach. And then we will be able to implement more functionality from there. Alright, cool. I'm going to leave that broad. I don't like the wording here. It's way too broad. Two-factor authentication. Security is a massive problem. Data security is a huge no. Why, how, and what? Why at NearBeach we want users as secure as possible. Looking at multiple different ways we can improve said. We are always trying to improve ourselves. At NearBeach, we want users to be as secure as possible. We're always trying to improve ourselves when it comes to security. Implementing two-factor authentication. 2FA is an easy way to help secure an account. All right, cool. We need to tell users what this is. 2FA is a secondary authentication, usually used via alright, cool. Alright, so we've done our new dashboard widgets, API for external applications. Alright, cool. How, what, why, how, and what. So why, many external applications might find extracting and NearBeach's data useful. For example, actually, opening up NearBeach to external applications will grant users many useful tools. For example, someone might create a timekeeping application that will work with NearBeach. To get something like this working, we'll need to create an API system. Yeah. All right, to get something like this, we'll need to create an API system. What's the definition of API? Again, it's what does it stand for? It's an acronym. API is short for Application Program Interface, and it is how different programs communicate with each other. Sending messages. Alright, I've got another ad. Back to ad time. Alright, so that we don't have socks, but she's just causing a little too much trouble at the moment. I'm trying to write and concentrate, and I don't need her sitting on my stuff. She nearly deleted something off my Kindle before, which I was not happy with. Walking on my stuff and stuff like that, but you know. She's been put outside where she can run around and annoy Max. So yeah, she'll be fine. She's probably wanting treats and not getting them and just trying to cause trouble. Okay, I'm going to get that headlight again. I know it. Okay, I've got to bring up the how to solve those headlight thing problems, and I tell you what, it won't pop up for ages, and I'll be very, very annoyed. Alright, just doing this very quickly. Oh, I should check on the time. 7 seconds. Alright, cool. Okay, and welcome back everyone. Alright, we've almost finished this cube. I'm just gonna put it down. We can solve it next round. I know I'm gonna get the headlights. So going back to writing there. So API is short for Application Program Interface. It's how different programs communicate with each other. They will send a request, and if granted, the server will respond with data. This data is alright, cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I really need. So So API for external applications. Opening up NearBeach to external applications will grant users many useful tools. For example, someone might create a timekeeping application that will work with NearBeach. To get something like this working, we'll need to create an API system. API short is for Application Programming Interface, and it's how different programs communicate with each other. They'll send a request, and if granted, the server will respond with data. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're going to create an API. It has been requested, so this is going to hit two birds with one stone. It's going to solve the particular person's request, but also at the same time, we're going to open it up so people can start sort of implementing plugins for NearBeach or have external applications be able to communicate to NearBeach and get data from it. So yeah. Realizing that I wrote quite a lot down. So API and general improvements. All right, I'll put general improvements anyway. So we've done that one. Implementation of story points. We've done that one. Implementation of pack. Basic. All right. Some of the general improvements we are looking forward to are adding pagination to all search, implementing new dashboard widgets, implementing the ability to customize the dashboard, implementation of or factor, new dashboard widgets, API for external applications, general improvements. All right, cool. Done with this now. I can put that down. All right, sweet. I'm just going to save, and I'm just going to go through all of these. Welcome to NearBeach. Yep, all right, cool. This one, we've got it as page header. Yep, perfect. That should also be page header. I do believe this is also page header. Yep, and this should also be page header. Yep. All right, cool. Oh, something happened. And hey, RW Grim, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Welcome everyone. How's your stream? I'm wearing that shirt too. Hey, yeah. I love it. And how you Dead Robot Dev? I love your name. So yeah, welcome everyone. I am Robotic Head. I'm working on an open source project management system. This is NearBeach. This is actually the production you're looking at right now. We actually use NearBeach to help manage NearBeach's project management. So yeah, we're dog fooding. We're completely eating our own dog food now. So at the current moment, for the last hour and a half, I think I've been an hour and 10 minutes. We've been working on getting out a couple of blog posts, sort of dealing with what we're doing over the next month and the next sort of roadmap, which is about 3 to 4 months. So yeah, stream went very well. Not quite what I expected it to go, but we all get the bugs features done that I wanted. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I'm hoping for a release again tonight, which will be the second release of this year. I do believe, which is actually no, it'll be the first release of this year, because I was meant to actually release it the other night, and I was like, nah, I'm not. I just wanted to do a couple of things. We had 2 releases this year too. Oh, fair enough. 290 and 291. Oh, fair enough. Damn. Yeah, we're I forgot what version we're up to. Oh, I can't see it on the Kanban board. I have to see it on a different page. 3153. So yeah. 290 was plugin 3.0 1.0 experimental one. Ooh, nice. So it's getting closer, right? Is it safe to say getting closer? You're tired, but good? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Long story short, I got a new NAS. Well, actually, I got my first NAS, and last night I was moving files from my all various different hard drives and stuff like that to the NAS. One of the hard drives was a little bit, ooh. So, yeah, I was trying my very best to sort of plug it in and get the data off it as soon as possible for that particular hard drive. So I stayed up to 4 a.m. last night. So, and then I woke up at like 9 o'clock this morning. I'm like, you know what? I can do it. I can work through today. Yeah, you can use T for RAC now. Oh, fair. Yep, that's good, but isn't quite feature ready yet, but it works. Oh, nice. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that's awesome news. I do believe I was lurking you. Yes, I was. I better lurk someone else. There we go. All right. And you got to stay up late playing with the new tech. Yes. So I'm using Unraid. I had a friend build it for me. So my old PC that I replaced last year with the one that I've currently got, it still runs perfectly fine for a NAS, stuff like that. So, and I need somewhere safe to put all my pictures because they belong on external hard drives at the moment. So I've got 2 here. So I've got to go onto this one particular drive and recover pictures because I accidentally formatted the drive. This drive's perfectly fine, but I don't know how long it'll last for. It is well over 5 years old, and that's the problem. And then I've got other drives which are over here that I double checked everything. This one's alive. All of these are dead, but that's perfectly fine. These would have been old laptops and I would have backed up the data a long time ago. And then this, which would have had some of the salvage data from the other one, had died completely. I'm like, oh, we're going to now salvage that data off again. So I've got hard drives everywhere. I've got a bunch of cords and camera stuff on the floor. So yes, I'm playing with it. I'm finally putting it all in one safe spot. And then the idea is, over this particular year, I will be replacing the hard drives in it to 8 terabytes, which will give me, if I do 4 hard drives, it should give me 3 times 8 is 24 gigabytes. So yeah. And I think I'm not tired because I've just been excitedly playing with it all day and stuff like that. So yeah. So that's been my day. Also writing at the moment. Socks is no longer in the room because she was annoying the hell out of me, causing so much trouble. I wrote something out. I was like, I like that. I really like that. And then she goes in, clicks on the button, and deletes all the data. I'm just like, you just. So yeah, she's in trouble. I will schedule this. So I won't do it today. I feel like tomorrow is a good time to schedule it. Maybe the day after. Alright, cool. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because we already got alright, that's a bug. Well, it's too late now. Yeah, cool. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Alright, I'm just gonna move on. So yeah, for those interested in, just wait, because you just joined, some people might be interested. I keep typing blobs instead of blogs. So with NearBeach's roadmap, what we actually wanted to sort of do now in the next sort of 3 months time span is implementation of story points. So we want to implement story points into NearBeach. We'll start off with the very basic sort of story points, so it'll just be an import field, and then we'll move into adding more features in around story points, depending if people like them or not. For example, voting on how long a particular requirement item will take. We also got to implement the GDPR deletion wizard. So the idea here is someone's like, all right, we've got to remove this particular customer from our system because they no longer want to be associated, and the process around that. So for example, it isn't just as simple as deleting, because you don't want tasks and projects to be deleted from the system too, because you need a record of work done. So a way around it would be to not scrub that data, but replace it with gibberish and so forth like that. Two-factor authentication and implementation of OAuth. So one thing which has been on my list to do for several years is to be able to have users sign in using GitHub or any third-party sort of, for example, GitHub, sign in with a third-party account. The idea being here is let's go with GitHub. I got the example there, is having the ability for NearBeach to actually contact GitHub and be like, hey, for this particular project, can I have these issues? We want to create a task for it. When you're ready to import testing, let me know and I can get your jumper U-track that has 18k issues. Should be good stress test for you. Oh, fair enough. That is also one other thing which I do want to actually start. I do want to build something very similar to HP Quality Center. So a bit of test link and a bit of bug tracking. So yeah, I use HP Quality Center back when I was working at the university, and it would only work in IA. So that's sort of the next stage where I want to take NearBeach. However, it will in itself be its own separate project. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, but that won't happen for a little while until I get NearBeach, sort of all this done. So yeah, we also, the other reason why is this is the blocker for it. We want to create an API for NearBeach. So currently we sort of do have something that's sort of set up, and we're hoping that can be used. So a lot of the sort of data that NearBeach actually uses to get hits the object data URL, and we're hoping that we could get external applications to also hit that. We just need to implement the authentication around that. So yeah, and then just general improvements. So adding. I don't know why I said adding pagination to all searches and stuff like that. So yeah, as you use NearBeach, you get more tasks and stuff in that. You don't want like a massive page of just tasks. So yeah, I'm sorry. Implementing the ability to customize the dashboard and add a new widget. So yeah, that's our sort of short-term sort of stuff. So yeah, and don't forget to drop. I love that emote. Is that a new one? Oh wow, I'm gonna use that one now. Oh wait, I don't have it. Oh, is that like one of the upper tier ones? Tier 1 sub emote? I thought it was subbed. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Okay. I don't know why I don't have it. I thought I was subbed. I should be. Because I got all up there. No, I'm blind. Don't worry. I'm blind. I'm blind. No, don't worry. It's me. I'm blind. Alright. Sorry about that. I need new glasses. Oh, it's the new year. I can get new glasses. So, anyway. Usually I'm really good at finding things visually, but not today. Not today. Also, talking about UTrack, let's jump into our issues now that we've got all of that published. Oh, I think you gotta wait just 5 minutes. I think the cooldown is 5 minutes at the moment. Alright, so we did want to do diagnostic upload test does not fail correctly. So this is a good one. So I'm making sure the video is turned off. Let's jump over into here, CD sites NearBeach. Let's go npm git branch first. Yep, git pull. Yeah, we were using Bugzilla up until I had to move everything to Azure. And when I moved everything to Azure, I could only afford, because I wanted to keep the cost extremely low just in case we needed to move again and stuff like that. I decided to use, I think, Nginx on one of our servers, and I couldn't get Bugzilla to work with it. However, now I've switched back to the other one, and then I realized UTrack was also free for any for us too, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm just going to apply for it. So yep, it will do until I build my own thing. So yep. All right, npm run watch. Okay, so I want to go to localhost and realize that I haven't actually hit this. I've closed production. I don't want to accidentally go on production because there's actual clients on there for me. Alright, cool. So in here, NearBeach has the ability to have basic sort of diagnostics in it. So you can jump into here and you can be like, alright, cool, I'm using the Azure storage connection. Oh, no, I'm not using Azure strings whatsoever. I'm definitely using these. Alright, cool. Making sure that all of these are filled out. The email host is there and stuff like that. Alright, sweet. What allowed hosts are sort of in there. So it gives a user the ability to quickly find any sort of small issue so that they don't need to turn on debug mode. Yeah, really like UTrack, and being free for 10 users also helps too, although we have an unlimited license because we're open source project. Yeah, no, it's been really good. I have really enjoyed it. Yeah. We also have like a send email test, which does take a little while to do because it sends the email. Emails take forever for some strange reason. So you can actually test that. And then what you would do is you would go into email and there'll be like a little test in there being like, test, end of message. We also have the upload test. So what this does is it uploads a file. I will get it to work first, and then we'll make it break. So it'll upload a file, and then it'll be like, all right, does the contents match with the UUID? So we know that it uploads to a particular UUID. Then what you would do is you would download that file, you would replace it, you'll open it up, and you would be like, all right, cool, those match. So that whole process works, both the uploading and the downloading. Now, if I actually stop my blob storage, and we hit refresh, and I hit upload test, we get this, and we don't see the reason why something has happened. So if I hit reload to the page and I just run that again, we're going to get a 500, and the response is could not connect to the endpoint, and so forth like that. Now, if I had debug, if I had a different reason why it failed, sorry, not different. If I had the debug set to false, it will come up with a 500 connection issue. We just want to tell the user currently this doesn't work. You make sure that all your credentials are correct in the settings, stuff like that. So that's what we've got to do. We've just got to have a little message here being like, all right, cool, this didn't work. This is why it didn't work. Close all tabs. All right, cool. So what we want to do, I'm cheating. I'm just copying that because I know it will be in one location. And I'm like, all right, sweet. So So we need a failed condition. All right, cool. Sorry, this upload process failed. Now, try catch is really, really good in this sort of case. I don't use them a lot, especially in NearBeach. I hardly use them. So what I kind of mean is, in this sort of case, what I'll do is I'll do a simple try, and I'll have my code in here. And then in the catch, I will still send back a 500 error. But I'll send back a message. And I think that's important, especially the message part. The reason being is this isn't a diagnostic tool. I'm not too afraid of sending back a message, like a system message or something like that, being like, hey, all of this isn't working and stuff like that, because A, our code's open source, so that's perfectly fine. And B, this is in an admin restricted section. Only people who usually have access to this are people who are system admin. They will have access to the backend, they'll have access to everything else, they'll be able to access the settings file. Having this extra data will give them that ability to be like, all right, cool, this is a bug on NearBeach's part, which admittedly happened a week or two ago, where part of the Azure blob upload process changed. It went from a file to a string in a particular call. And having that actually come back here, they could be like, all right, cool, that's a bug on NearBeach, we need to inform NearBeach, which will be great. Or if they're missing credentials or something like that, and it'll come back being auth not allowed, or auth problems or something like that, they can be like, oh, our authentication is wrong. Let's make sure all the credentials are correct. Because times things can expire. Authentication, sometimes it can expire, or someone accidentally deletes an authentication token or something like that. So it happens, and it's good to actually have this message come back. Now, the other thing I want to do, so I want to make sure, I think try catch has been around for a while. So we're going, I think 3.9 is still supported. We're just going back in the documentation to make sure it's still there. So yeah, 3.9. That one's supported till the end of this, till October this year. So yeah, stuff like switch cases we haven't implemented in NearBeach because it's not supported in the older Python versions. So we're just double checking to make sure it is still supported, and it is. We've got a try catch right here. So what I want to do is I want to have that come through, and then I want to have the error process here. Sorry, this upload file process failed. Please read the error below. Below. Alright, cool. And yeah, we'll get it to in output here. Return error. Alright, cool. So at the moment we just need data. We've got, that's going to be nothing. That's perfectly fine as nothing. So down here we go, all right, catch, the error has happened. We display the toast. We still want to display the toast. And then what we want to do is we want to go and do this dot return error equals error. Now if I go back into my NearBeach, request failed with the status of 500. Alright. That is something I might want to look at to see if I can get to the HTML of it. But at the moment, I'm just going to leave it like that. Oh, and the other thing we want to do is we want to update the data from, so the upload state from sending to error. Like so. So that should now appear. So if I just give it a couple of seconds. Oh, and thank you very much, Robot Dead, for the follow. And I missed one. I do apologize, Taiko. Thank you very much for the follow, and I do apologize if I mispronounce your name. So we should have that done. If we hit refresh, I've broken something. There we go. Simple typo. Always happens. Guaranteed. Gonna hit refresh, upload test. It's gonna error out. Oh, failed. Waiting. Upload test. Boom. Sorry, the upload. Alright, and then one other thing I'll do. Alert. Danger. So we've got that there. Alright, cool. That's perfectly fine. What I want to do, open up this. I'm going to hit refresh. I'm waiting for those ads to pop up. The instant the ads pop up, I'm going to quickly grab myself a drink because my throat is killing me. So I'm just going to hit this. So it's diagnostic information upload test. So I'm just copying that. I'm going in here. I'm going to open up this. We're going to open up the URLs. Because from here, I can right-hand click on this and just go to implementation. Done. Sorry, I'm a bit lazy sometimes. So here we are. Alright, so the form should be fine. I am... right. Alright, cool. I will be right back. Say hello to Shoulderface and the little blue dog who won. Finally, after many, many years. I'll be back. Alright. Actually, I'll leave the door open now. Okay. How's everyone going? I hope everyone's going well. We've got about another 30 seconds of ads, which is good. Let's quickly finish off my 4x4. Alright, so I've got to do this. Guaranteed I'm going to get those headlights. And Alright. Okay. Headlights, here I come. And there they are again. Gary, if you're there, do you remember the URL you sent me on how to solve that? The little headlight problem? The parody, whatever it's called properly. I just call them headlights. I know you sent it once, and then I was like, alright, cool, I'm going to learn this, and I learned it, and then I never got them for ages, and now pretty much every single time I do the cube, I get that. And welcome back, everyone. Alright, so, get back into here. So we know this is going to work perfectly fine, it's just this that is going to fail. So, everything else is going to work perfectly fine. I am going to add this in a try catch. So try. And we're just going to do that. and have a look at this. Oh, it's accept value error. All right, cool. And then socks, you better behave. I don't want you standing on my keyboard again, or my mouse. So we're going to return HTTP bad request, and we're going to go value error dot string. I think we'll just have to do it like that. I think. And natural cause, welcome back. You want me to do the curls? All right, cool. Let's do the curls right now. Evening, yeah, evening. How are you going? All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Time for work and lurk. Fair enough. Hope the rest of the stream goes well. Thank you very much. Fighting unit test. Ooh. Good luck. Oh wait, there's. Anyway, thank you very much, Dead Robot, for the lurk. And natural cause, you're fighting unit tests. All right, it's just fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, cool. All right. All right, getting back to, oops. No, I don't know what I did then. Damn it. Hate when I do that. All right, socks. You purposely moved your butt then towards the keyboard. Everyone can see you, socks. Everyone can see you. Oh yeah, don't forget to drop, everyone. We need a defeat Nightbot. So, we've just implemented this. Let's hit refresh. Let's go upload test. So it actually comes back with all of this, and we want the HTML of this. All right. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to breakpoint this, and I'm going to see if that works. We're in debug mode. No, it just didn't hit that. It failed way before that. I was under the impression this would hit this try catch. Alright, not a problem. Not a problem. It might be just as simple. Actually, I wanna double check that. So I'm going to put a breakpoint here. We're going to hit refresh. We're going to send upload test. So we hit that breakpoint. So this is the breakpoint. move forward. I am... Okay. It did hit that catch, but I can't manipulate the message going back. I might be because I'm on debug mode. Alright, I'm going to stop this. Give me a couple of seconds to change this. We go to local, we go to settings, and then we find debug. And we just go false. And then we hit play. And then realize that it's getting every from. Alright, not a problem. Python 3 manage collect static. Alright, cool. Oh, it's probably because... And hello, Space Toast Studios. How are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it doesn't do this on local. Yeah. Because I haven't set the static and... Alright. Alright. What I'm going to do... How can I test this? I have a Docker container that will test this. What makes your project management system different from other ones? One, it's open sourced. Two, all the objects are loosely connected. So if you're wanting to use the system, you can just use the Kanban boards. Or if you just want to use projects, you can. We also have requirement items. Requirements and requirement items, which are considered to be the user stories. So requirements are the helicopter sort of view of it, and then you break everything down into requirement items. From there, you'll build projects and tasks if you want to. And when you're ready to deploy, you've got requests for change too. So it's not Jira, so it's already a win. So yeah, and also I'm getting the community to help push ideas and what they want. So a good example of that is, let's actually open up a Kanban board. Oh, that's a task. So a lot of this, how I'm collapsing stuff, that was a community idea. The ability to lock the cards so they don't move was a community idea. The fact that when we move the cards that it does that ghost effect and also moves on the page itself was also a community idea, and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of these ideas have come from the community members. This, where someone drags the card onto a blocked column, community idea. So yeah, slowly building this, from ideas from the community. All right, so I have a Docker container. I'm gonna place this over here. Actually, I don't have chat on this page. Oh yeah, cheers, thank you. So yeah, it's open sourced. If you're wanting to figure out how to, it's only self-hosted, because there's no way we can afford people spinning up instances, but it's fairly easy to sort of set up. I mean, you can copy this, change just all of the values in there and get it up and running. You could use something like Mailtrap to sort of spoof the email stuff, and presto. So yeah. All right, so under sites we have Docker compose scripts. We've got the, I think it was under the cron test. No, down. No, you're being naughty. Volume, sites NearBeach, NearBeach. Ooh, I think this is it. Yeah, this is the one I want to use. And we want to go debug false. Okay. So, I'm going to stop NearBeach running. We're going to go to the terminal. We're going to open up a new terminal. We're going to go cd to, I forgot what it was. Docker compose scripts, and then we want the cron test, and then we're going Docker compose up. And I'm not detaching it because I want to be able to quit it from here. Okay, so that should now be running local. Alright. Oh wait, this is just, I don't think this one is running NearBeach. Where's my text editor? No, it's not running NearBeach. Alright. Sorry, I've got the wrong one. Not a problem. That was just MySQL. And this one grabs the NearBeach like, alright. Okay, I'm gonna ignore all of that. Let's just go npm run watch here. What's the reason to call it NearBeach? I live near a beach. That's why. I came up with the name a bit over 8 years ago. So, yes. Yeah. And then people liked the name and I was like, you know what, I'm keeping it. And hey, Ayash, in India, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well, welcome back. I need to hit play on the debug. Learning React, I have to make a Next.js project. Oh, nice, oh, fair enough. How are you enjoying React? So I don't use it that often. I do use it when I've got WordPress sites. So I might make a custom plugin or something like that for the user, and that's where I would use it. Had some experience in Dart and Kotlin though. Oh, fair enough. You'll find a bit of that will actually translate over into React. All right. What was I doing? I was doing the diagnostics. And done several large projects with React. I'm currently trying to rip React out of our product at work for HTMX. Oh, fair enough. I'm done with it. Can't say. Just finished a personal portfolio site in Next.js. Oh, nice. Oh, fair enough. So the stuff I use a lot of .NET for work. I use WordPress for my personal site. So my personal site doesn't have many blogs on it at the moment, and clearly I need to go back and write some of the blogs. This is my personal site. You can be like, all right, cool, there's my blogs and stuff like that. So this is pure WordPress. We have the NearBeach marketing site, which uses .NET and Umbraco. And I will learn their JavaScript framework that they're using for the back end. But I'm not using any frameworks for the front end. NearBeach is using Django for the back end and VueJS for the front end. So, yeah. And hey, Scotty B, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Well. Haven't even started yet. Create the GitHub. Yeah, and then you're starting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's the commit. So yeah, which reminds me, 2017, which is first commit for NearBeach. Hang on, I mucked that one up. Yep, 17 on that day. 2 commits. Initial commit. And that was it. That was NearBeach. 2017. I have to recreate our website though, not fresh. Beforehand we use Wix. Okay, yep. Private GitLab, I do have it. Ooh, fair enough. Can I post a link to my personal port site and get some thoughts? We do have a Discord for that. And I'm happy to give you your thoughts on there. Feel free to post it here. I could spend about a couple of minutes looking at it. You're pretty good, Scotty B. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I can't complain. Actually, I can. So I thought I planted pumpkins. I remember pulling out the pumpkin seeds, being like, I'm looking forward to these pumpkins, planting the seeds, letting them grow, being like, great, I've got a couple of pumpkin plants. I also went out and bought some cucumbers. I was like, great, I don't have cucumber seeds, but I bought some cucumber plants. I planted those. They're all cucumbers. All the pumpkins are cucumbers and the cucumbers are cucumbers. So I have a lot of cucumbers now, and they're all been flowering, and now I've got little tiny cucumbers, at least a dozen of them, which will grow into proper cucumbers within the next week. So I will be eating a lot of cucumbers. I'm not complaining about the eating of the cucumbers, but I wish there was a couple of, you know, pumpkins in there and stuff like that. It's a proprietary sandpaper. Oh, fair enough. You love Vue, less chance of it ending up being 50,000 tiny files of abstract HTML elements like TD, TR, TH, cell, row, header, footer, yes. Yeah, I do remember doing that in React. Pickles? Possibly. I could pickle them. And I know someone who's good at pickling. And you can also make a bunch of those cucumber TikTok recipes now. Yes. There's that, the guy who really likes Korean food. And it's like, here's how you eat a cucumber. I could do something like that. Alright. Give me a couple of seconds. Let me just jump through. Alright, I won't click on that on the live stream. Okay, cool. So, I like that effect. I would, just one thing I noticed when it was in a weird format, I'll bump this off to the right. It got like this, where essentially you're in the tablet format, everything's pressed up against the sides, and the get looks like it's not got enough room. I can understand that you want it in the center of the page and stuff like that, but I personally would have done something like that. Oh, hang on a minute. Those are... Oh. Sorry, I thought they were developments. That was my bad. Text align center. Yeah, something like that. I would also add a bit more space into the inputs. Just so the text has some room in there. And a bit of padding. In there too, so when you type something in, it's not pressed up against the side like that. But otherwise, yeah, it's basic. Just my recommendation when doing design and stuff like that is just view what other people have done, and sort of like write a list of what you like and what you don't like, and then just see if what you like, if it works together, and slowly add each element in. And if it doesn't work together, which happens, change it. So yeah, I'm trying to think of the pixelarity. So I've in the past used this site to have a look at designs and stuff like that. So if we actually compare this with NearBeach, straight away you can see I've gone in and I'm like, ooh, I like this diagonal. And if you have a look at the NearBeach marketing site, that's NearBeach itself, you'll instantly spot, oh, hello, there you go. I went to Tailwind CSS site, and I had a look. I actually had a look at their colors. Oh, we'll go to text color and stuff like that. So I had a look at their colors and I was like, ooh, I like some of these colors and I like the... So then I did this sort of colors where gradient colors and stuff like that. Tail blocks, you'll see this from tail blocks. That's where I nicked that from. Tail blocks is also another good sort of design site where you get to see the designs and the person's like, yeah, just take them. Where were these designs? It wasn't that one. But yeah, I'm also very bad at design, so this is what I tend to do. I look at what I like and what I want to implement and kind of smush it together. Oh, oh. I can't find that thing. Oh, all right. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, definitely have a look at this particular site because it'll give you ideas, and you can look at it and be like, all right, cool. Let's try and implement something like this. There are a bunch of other different design sites to have a look at them. Also visit other people's profiles and be like, oh, I like what they've done there. I'm going to try and implement that. So, yeah. And the best thing is, because you look at something like that and you're like, oh, I want to implement that, you end up doing it yourself. You end up actually gaining that knowledge. So it's actually a good sort of practice to do. Even if in the end you don't use it for your personal site, you've got that knowledge now. It's a win-win. All right. Anyway, getting back into this. So, I'm going to close that. I'm going to close that. We're in this particular one. We've got the try catch. The try catch isn't working. That might be because we're on dev mode. I don't know how I can get it to not use dev mode unless I do something funky. I think I can. Yep, no, fair enough. Yeah, I would recommend that too. Do what you can to stand out. For example, I did something like this. You know where I got that design from? Well, I had a look at 80s cyberpunk design and I think. So I kind of looked through a lot of this, and I was like, I really like the purples. There was a, it was on YouTube. Kind of like, no, not like that. I've got where I found it, but I went with the purple and the dark colors, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I just played around with something until I got what I liked and stuff like that. I've kept this simple though. This is pretty simple. This is just a basic WordPress site. Yeah, cheers, thank you. I'm not also good at design. So there is someone who can come in and really make that look really good. You can also tell by NearBeach's lack of design how my design skills are. They're not there. So, yeah. Alright, getting back into this. So, we've got the upload test. I want to see what the value error would be. So I'm just going to put that there, and I'm going to go upload test. It fails here. Alright, value error list. It isn't down in that freaking thing. So alright. It's got the basic. Oh, no, it's got everything that I need in there. Alright, cool. And then I should return that. That should work without debugging happening. Now, one other thing I should. Oh, and we've got an ad. So, yeah, and we've got Socks here. She's like, sup? She's causing trouble, of course. She got kicked out earlier today because she was just causing too much trouble. Yes, now she's a lot better behaved because she's like, oh, okay, I got in trouble. Maybe I should not knock things off my desk and sit on my mouse all the time. Alright, so whilst we're doing this, just doing the cube. I need to figure out that is going to be brown. Okay. Quickly doing this. I don't know when the ads will be over. I should check, shouldn't I? Yes, yes, I should. Okay, when 10 more seconds. All right, cool. Can we get another one done in 10 seconds? Probably not, because I'm now panicking and. All right. Cool, and welcome back everyone. All right, we'll go back into the workstation. What keyboard is that? It is the Keychron K6, I think. Oh, sorry, K2 with blue switches. I like the switches to be loud. Sound clickety, thank you. Yeah, I do like my loud key presses. So I'm going to make the assumption that this gets sent back how we want it to. And then what I want to do is, in the VueJS, now I've shut my view. should be able to find that. Ah, there's a space at the front. Alright. Some people like thocky clicks. I really like the high-pitched clicks. Oh, fair enough. Yep. I had a loud keyboard, but when my daughter was born, she was sleeping in our room and my computer was there during COVID while I worked remotely. Had to get a non-click. Ah, fair enough. Yep. I fully understand. You can hear when Socks's fluffy butt sits on the keyboard. She likes to click sit on it, and it annoys the hell out of me. Alright, one thing I want to do is I just want to see if this is a single thing or an object. And I do believe it is a single thing, and I might go with Axios and be like, alright, cool, how can I get a more detailed error? So, we're just going to wait. Yep, cool, that's done. We're going to hit refresh. We're going to hit upload test. We're going to open up the console. We've got the error. Ooh, here we go. So it is an object. So if I go error.stack, boom. But that's not what I just want. Let's open this up. So the stack will give me all of that information as in the stack. But I got a response in here too. Nice. All right, so temp 0.response data, and that's what I want. All right, cool. So I want to get rid of this. I want to go error.response.data, and yeah, that will update that text to how we want it. Which one did you get? Alright. And hey, the Bumano, how are you going? Now, it comes out like all of this. We kind of want to... We don't want the source in there. I don't know if iframe will suit us for this particular thing. So what I want to actually do is, if we go back into here and we actually open this up and we have a look at this, I actually want this as its own HTML element. And I'm just wondering if an iframe will be able to do that. So JavaScript change iframe content. How to set the content of the iframe with the JavaScript. So let HTML string, yep, get ID by, yep. myFrame.source. All right, cool. So I'm going to copy this. And it might be a case of the return error we just get rid of. And we put it in an iframe. We'll have it called upload issues, like so, keeping it simple. Oh wait, hey. Return error. Deleting the wrong thing. Bad me. Alright, cool. Upload state is error. Cool. We're going to paste in that as an example. So we've got the content string, which is perfectly fine. So first off is we need the iframe to be const liner. what did we just call it? Upload issues, like so. So data, text, HTML, character set equals UT equals UTF-8. And then what we want to do in here is we want to have the error, response, data. That's it. So I'm going to wait a couple of seconds and we're just going to hit reload. Upload test. Boom. Oh, that didn't quite work. Document.getElementById is not a function. We're in Vue. Alright, not a problem. No, I figured it out. Alright, what we're doing is we're v-binding in the source. So if we go back, oops, wrong way. If we go back to here, I just want to copy essentially this. So we're v-binding in the data text, HTML character set, and then this, and this will be the ooh. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Yep. I don't mind it. Yeah. I don't mind it at all. Alright, so what we want in here is we want upload, not upload state, this is upload error. Alright, we're going to go down, we're going to go upload error, it's just something like that, and then in here we don't need any of this at all. This dot upload error equals error dot response dot data. Done. And then I just wait a little while. I hit reload and then upload. Now it didn't give me anything. Why is that? I am just going to go console log. And I'm going to wait just a couple of seconds. There we go. I'm going to hit reload. I'm going to do another upload test. Now in the console, I'll show the console to the left. We have this. Alright. And if we inspect the iframe, oh wow, that is taking a while. Okay, that might not be how we want to do it. Yeah. Oh. Sorry, I'm just trying something different very quickly. I just want to test one little tiny thing. So, we're here. We're going to hit refresh. I'm hitting the upload test. All right, I'm going to get rid of one of the iframes. Your ID test console type error dot get element by ID is not a function. Yeah, it is. Now I can't believe programmers use Microsoft bin blows. And you want me to curl? Alright, let's get the curling going. I'm just seeing when our next ad break is. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, we're way off. We've got 15 minutes, so I can do this now. Okay. Use Windows, Linux, and Mac OS as they all have pros and cons. Fair enough. I use Mac for work, and I use Windows. I use Linux for everything else. I haven't used Windows in a while. These need tightening. That over there. That is expensive. Okay. Let's get back to the workstation. Oh, nice. 19.10. Congratulations, Gizmo, and welcome, Gizmo the Gremlin. So yeah, I do hope you are enjoying my content. All right. macOS Windows management is still trash. Like you. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. No, I can understand that. It's really frustrating. I have the same issue too. So yeah. Now, let's copy this. I wonder why it's not letting me do it here. On an M4 Pro Max with my main work computer. Wow. I'm on an M1. So both my work computer and my personal computer are M1s. I'm not going to upgrade anytime soon. They're really good machines still. So yeah. Linux is Terrestrial kernel. Well, Linux is pretty much nearly everywhere. Okay, so I don't know. I know why. Now, with the ID, let's change that to iframe test. And I'm just going to copy this one line. M1 is stronger than the first and M3, I heard. Is it true? From my understanding, it's been improvements since. There was a big jump from the Intel to the M1s. Alright, so we're doing an upload test. We've got this now. Alright, I've got to actually do this. I'm gonna Google this. Case sensitive. There's the capital B. But I have it there. Alright, we're going to paste that in. Yeah, that's looking all good. At the end of the day, you can be proficient on all three OSs, so you just what you're comfortable with. Yeah. So I'm more comfortable with Linux, hence I stream and I develop on Linux. I don't know Windows enough. So yeah. Too common. The capitalization of ID isn't correct. Calling it on an element instead of a document object. Yep, we've got the capitalizations all right. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to ignore that. that bit of code. I'm like, all right, sweet, this code we're just going to ignore. I'm going to spit this out, and we're going to grab this, and we're just going to change it. No comment. Natural cause, no comment from me. Alright, we're doing upload test. It'll do its thing. We've got this error. I am going to copy message. I'm going to go let A equals document get element by ID iframe test. Alright, so A dot source equals, and it'll be data. I'm just going to copy this because I don't want to type it all out. It just means I've got to copy object. Oh, copy message. Copy message that. All right. Right hand click. Store as a global variable. All right, sweet. So a.source equals, and then what I'm doing is I'm just going to copy all of this. I'm just going to paste it into here. I am going to remove this, and I'm just going to put temp 0. And iframe does not update. All right, cool. iframe source does not update after JavaScript call. All right. Need to append the entire HTML of the iframe to div. What? Okay. All right, let's look up VueJS iframe component. All right. Update component with HTML content. Run a component in iframe using VueJS without source attributes. All right, cool. So we got this, we got that, we got iframe. The easiest way to use is the source doc attribute. It loads raw HTML overriding the source. All right, cool. Update, more detailed explanation. Consider a text area for a user HTML input and want to display it in an iframe. All right. I mean, I don't want to use the text area because it'll just bring out all the text. Okay, source doc. Yeah, yes, I think you're right. So upload error, let's go up here. Let's not read our code and find the iframe. And the sort of case, then we won't need that. We'll just need the source doc equals upload error. All right. I think you're right. Boom, perfect. All right, sweet. Now, the one problem with the iframe, if we move this to the right, it's a little tiny. It's very tiny. So we're gonna have to add in a bit of CSS for this. So I'm just gonna click on that. I'm gonna click on the iframe. We're going to be like width, 100%, height, 100% won't work. I think 500 pixels will be best. So yeah, we've got all our pair program for the win, yep. Alright, cool. I think that works perfectly fine. Now I can test this on my production one because, you know, I can push it and then just change the config instead of testing them locally. But it should come back with an error anyway. I am saying in the back end, hey, return the value error and stuff like that. So it should return the value error. Fingers crossed. It's just doing this on debug. I think debug takes over. Alright, so in this sort of case, the person could be like endpoint connection error, and then they'll be like, alright, cool, oh, delete that cron test. Gotta turn that on. And then like refresh, upload test, boom. Oh, and we got an ad break. Alright. Let's get this done. Socks has run off. This time it's because I'm not angry at her this time, and she's like, ah, fine. Alright, we've almost done this. Okay, cool. Alright, it's now at the 3x3 stage. Ooh, we might not have the headlights. Hopefully. And there we go, all completed this time. No headlights or anything. I'm like, yeah. And welcome back, everyone. All right, cool. Let's get back into the workstation. That's such a sometimes link doesn't work message. Which one? Hello chat. Sometimes robotic head will have the wrong screen showing or audio issues, please. So has happened. It's not. I won't blame Linux here. I would blame a bit of me. There's been times where I've left ad time on for way too long, or the secret screen. I'm here being like, all right, cool, chat, here it is, this is what we're going to change and stuff like that, when I was meant to have workstation on. So that's just to remind people, do pipe up if I have the wrong screen on. Other times is OBS sort of screws up. You'll see I've got 3 audio channels down here. Sometimes this mic aux doesn't work, and I actually have to turn on the audio capture device. And that happens at a rare blue moon, and I don't know why. So, yeah. Alright, so we've got this working, I am going to say that one's ready for testing. Sorry, yeah, ready for retesting. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna remove static, get status, remove static. Okay, so I'm just doing a git push. Now it's almost 9 o'clock. Now if I do another, unless there's a very simple bug I can fix. And hey, Karthik Kenya, welcome. Sorry, I do apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. Anyway, give me a couple of seconds, everyone on Twitch. Firefox just decided to crash. Hence my sigh of joy. It happens. It happens. Alright, give me a couple of seconds. It's okay, your day? Okay, that's good to hear. So as you can tell, I am having a couple of technical issues, but we're still going okay. At least all my USB ports haven't just died on me, which happened last week, which was weird. So yeah, hopefully you are enjoying my stream. So welcome. We are working on a project management system called NearBeach. At the moment, we have tried fixing the uploads document. So now when it fails, it actually tells you why. And we're hoping to work on that further and further and further. I just dropped my pen somewhere. Alright, so we're going to quickly have a look at some current issues that we have that I can quickly fix. So I am just going to, not by ID, by priority. So we've got sprint sort order not implemented. Oh, did we oh, hang on. The reason why that's not showing is because I need to do that. The JavaScript doesn't exist. That's why. There you go. So, sprint order, isn't that implemented? No, it's not. Okay. Oh no, no it is. Without errors, that's impossible for me. I find all the bugs. We literally just had Firefox crash. So, yeah. These things happen. I'm gonna put that one all the way back down there. Yeah, that one's been implemented. So, that one is going with our release. Is ready for retesting. So yeah, some of these I probably have done like that one. Alright, so we've got normal, no priority. Kanban card does not ask if the user wants to save file. Alright, that is actually gonna be normal. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. How to do that. Alright, so we've got a bunch of normals in here. And we've got one that's submitted. Any self-hosting page should have different font. Oh, this one's fixed. All right, cool. So, can make hard does not. I don't think I can do that in tonight's stream. Sprint, determining what type of object is hard. Yes. So we can hit two birds with one stone with this one. So at the moment we don't know which is a task or whatnot. So it might be an idea to actually key out when we're rendering stuff out what it is and its ID. So we already do this elsewhere in NearBeach. So if we actually go to localhost and let's say we actually search for something. So I'm just going to click on search. We've got RFC ID 1, Rec 5, Pro 6, and Task 7. So I'm going to implement that very, very quickly. We can get this done and then we can actually push this very quickly. This shouldn't take long. So I'm going to put that in the queue to do. That one we can't do. The other ones I won't be able to do on stream at the moment. Duplicate tasks. Oh god, I've got to get that one done. On a single day of my planet. Yeah, that one's got to be done. Add object wizard needs pagination. Yeah, we need to implement pagination everywhere. Not just on that particular thing. And then search objects. Yeah, that's a different one. And then update profile picture multiple times. That one, yeah, I've got to figure out that one too. And then the improved model structure is just because that models file is just so big. We need to actually start splitting it out. So, yeah, I think we can solve this one quick bug. Oh, this is going slow now. Anyway. Get back over here, we're just going to close tabs, we're going to minimize everything, we're going to open up NearBeach, we're going to go into our source, JavaScript components, we got our Gantt chart, and this is going to be the render Gantt chart, Gantt row. So it's this one down here. So the data we've got at the top is, we'll have a title, wherever our title has gone to. And date picker. There we go, title. So we'll just need to add a little thing to the front of it. So that's not going to be a problem. So, wow. I'm just going to go to sprints. I'm going to open up this. I'm going to go to number 8 because we're used to number 8. We clicked on the wrong one. We're going to click on this one. So we're doing 5 in this release along with this too. All right, we're doing some big changes. Got new features and everything. So if we open up this, let's bump this off to the other side, to the left. I'm just going to close it. I'm going to refresh. The reason why I'm closing it and opening it up and all that kind of stuff is I need the VueJS. So here's the VueJS. What we've got is we've got the Gantt chart. So each one of these rows is very important. So if we open up one of these, we can see the object type and the object ID. So depending what the object is, depending what we send back. So we could do key value pairs. Oh god. Alright. So we can do something like this, where we just key in the value and we get what we want out. That's going to be the easiest way, less programming and stuff like that. So we just need to go into our data and go down here, all the way up here, and go like this. So then we've got project, requirement, item, like so. And then I have a quick doubt. How can you remember Python and JavaScript together? I've been programming for so long. If you watch long enough, you'll see me actually muck up the syntax all the time. And there are times I've got to actually look up simple sort of things. So for example, counting an array. It's done differently in Python compared to JavaScript, and sometimes I get confused and I just have to look it up. I also know .NET, and I know a few other different frameworks and stuff like that. So yeah, I do get confused. I do have to look it up. Otherwise, the vast majority of the things when I remember it is because I've just done it so many times. So yeah, don't feel bad when you make a simple mistake like that. It happens to everyone. And if people say they don't do that, they're lying to you. They're really lying to you. Now, what am I passing through? I am passing through the object type and then the object ID. Does .NET have any feature? Yes, yeah. So .NET's used in so it's C#. So yeah, that's used in, I do believe, Unreal and Unity and Godot. Not 100% sure about Godot though. So it does in the gaming. As for the web, yes it does, because different frameworks definitely use it. So Umbraco uses .NET, and Umbraco is quite popular too. So yeah. Why VueJS when you could use React or Angular? Good question. So the reason why I use Django and why I use VueJS, now it's the same reason for both, is because I was familiar with them and I knew what I was doing with them. However, if I started a new project today, I would most likely try and use another framework and stuff like that to sort of expand my knowledge of different languages and how they work. And that's really the reason why. And sometimes when you want to build something, you just build it with what you know, especially if you know its limitations and how to work around them. So, .NET great at everything else, great at Node.js. Fair enough. I haven't used Node.js on the server yet, so no comment. Yeah. All right. So I think that's all we needed to type in. So if we go back into here and hit refresh, we've now got item prod. Now I'm just going to double check the search. Sorry, my middle mouse button doesn't work sometimes. So we actually have capital letters. Do you know how simple that's going to be? Is VueJS popular and useful? Well, I think it's popular in my heart. It depends where you are. So, for example, React is extremely popular compared to everything else, but you've also got Angular. Depends where you live. Sometimes certain areas will have a preference over depending where you live, some areas have a preference of one programming language over another. A way to actually sort of look at this is you type in your program language, where you live, and stuff like that, and you sort of search for the jobs around it, and you're like, all right, cool, what do they use? This doesn't find VueJS in here. No VueJS in here. So it looks like in Melbourne, not really. VueJS. I did use it at my last position, which is why I knew it and why I'm using it for NearBeach and stuff like that. So this one's React or Svelte. All right, cool. So probably not where I live. All right. Should people learn Vue.js? That's, once again, that's up to them if they want to get a job and stuff like that. Because that's the end goal of why you learn a programming language, is you like programming and you want to get a job so you get paid to actually keep programming and stuff like that. You would you look up programmer. I'm going to do Brisbane. Now I don't live in Brisbane. We're just doing this as to see what actually happens up here. You would research it and be like, all right, cool. What do these guys need? JavaScript, HTML, CSS3, Git, frontend, HTML, CSS. They do not. JavaScript frameworks and libraries. Okay, cool. So yeah, you would do some research and be like, all right, cool. Is it worth me actually learning this? There you go. .NET, C#, AWS, SQL. So yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. I know it's a bit vague. I don't want to give a yes/no answer because, once again, an answer yes for me might be no for someone else, just because where they live, they might not have people using that particular technology. So, all right. So we changed that. No, I didn't change the capitals. Sorry, getting distracted. So I'm just gonna be like pro, item, and task, and then we go back into here, pro, item, task. Yeah, pro. Yep. All right, gonna hit refresh. There you go, done, and that's perfect. Okay. Oh, sorry. If you learn JavaScript and any front-end framework, you could pick up anything else in a couple of evenings. Yes. Yeah. So, those on YouTube. I also have a stream on Twitch. This is a Twitch sort of statement. Yes. So a lot of when you learn a language or framework and stuff like that, there's a lot of knowledge that is transferable from one language to another very, very easily. You just need to sort of deal with the syntax changes, as we just discussed before, where I forget sometimes and have to look it up. So yeah, definitely 100% agree with that. Anything you learn won't be used in 10 years' time. I've done Knockout, Backbone, React, Vue, Angular, Riot, and a few others. Oh, fair enough. I would like to point out React, when I first learned it, and how you React now is completely and utterly different. And that's not a bad thing. They're constantly upgrading that language and making improvements and so forth like that. Back when I first learned it, there were dumb components and smart components, and people were told not to use the dumb components, and then all of a sudden people were like, no, you got to use the dumb components because of this particular thing, and then they did some other changes, like, look at how you do this now, and so forth and so forth and so forth. It is a moving programming language, or framework, I should say. So yeah. So yeah, in 10 years' time, languages can actually change. Another good example is the small differences between .NET 6 and .NET 8. In most of the times, there's not that much of a big change, but there are still changes. So a good example is the namespace. Let's see if they've got a couple of examples in here. So this is .NET 6. So you got the namespace, and then you open up a bracket, and then you define your class, and then you open up the bracket, and so forth like that. Okay, cool. Those who have been using .NET for a long time are like, yeah, that's normal. Where can I change to .NET 8? I thought there was a drop down. All right. This is still 6. Oh, wait, there's an example just below us. For 8, notice how the namespace is like that? You no longer have the bracket and stuff like that. So programming languages will evolve and change. And sometimes there's little tiny things like that. Sometimes massive. So, yeah. In 10 years' time, we don't know how .NET will be written. Sorry for making you distracted. Oh, don't worry about that. I get distracted by anything. Socks here, my cat, distracts me more than any of you guys, alright? She causes so much trouble. This little thing, alright? The causer of trouble. So, yeah, don't worry about distracting me. Sorry to mention this. Right. Anyway, after learning React, what should someone learn? And for backend, after learning Node and Express, JavaScript, what's next? Depends what you want to do. If you want to get into web like other sort of web development and stuff like that, you could look at a CMS. Now, there's 2 CMSs that I would recommend, Embraco and WordPress, and I only recommend them because I've used them and I actually really enjoy them. In which case, then, depending which one you use, depends which backend programming language you use. So, Embraco uses .NET, Embraco uses .NET, WordPress uses PHP. If you don't want to go the CMS route and you want to build a web application, much like how I'm building NearBeach, I would recommend Django, Laravel, .NET, mainly because, once again, I know those languages. And then you can start building something with those sort of languages. Now, all 3 of those are model view controllers. So you got your models, which is how you connect to the database and manipulate the data. You've got your controllers, where all your business logic actually happens. And then you've got your views, where you render it out. And there's no business logic in there except basic if statements. So, yeah. Yeah, once again, I'm trying to make you sort of answer your own question with that particular one, because there are just a lot of options out there, and it's perfectly fine whichever one you want to do. Make me curl. All right. Okay, hang on. It's moved up here. Secret screen. All right. I want to be a web dev and full stack dev, mostly front end dev. So I would learn a model view controller. So .NET, Django, or Laravel is my recommendation. And the best news is, once you learn the concept of a model view controller in one of those, it applies to both the other 2 very easily. So I learned Django first. Absolutely loved it. And then I learnt Laravel because I was working somewhere where they were using Laravel. And a lot of what I learnt for Django simply ported that knowledge transferred over. I like to say the difference between Django and Laravel is Django's an automatic car, Laravel is a more manual car. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna get strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Use Embraco when it was web formed. Oh, that would have been a while ago, I think. Here to make me fit. Yeah, I didn't realize it was called that. Been doing since .NET's 1.1. Oh, alright, fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. That's how hypertrophy works. You have to go to failure. Sorry, I am missing concept. Oh, I didn't see Liddell. It didn't look like you went to failure. That's how hypertrophy works. You have to get to failure. No. So I did one set with 10 on each side, and then another set with 10 each on each side. So I still need a program. So yeah, Braco was created in the 2000s. Yes. How about C++? If you learn that, you can learn anything else, right? If you start at any language, you can start learning any other language. That's not going to be a problem. Cheers. Thank you very much. Karth? I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I do apologize. New names, I am terrible at. So, yeah. Rust. Oh, is that the... Yep. Never mind. Started in 2007. Okay, yep, fair enough. Yeah, a lot of them are old. So WordPress is also very, very old. 2003. There's also not Tailwind. Wagtail. That was started 10 years ago. All right, not so bad. MVC started 2007. Oh, and we've got an ad break. Right. So, Django was started in 2005, 19 years ago. Holy hell, it's gonna be 20 this year? Damn. Wow. All right, fair enough. I'm a lot older than 26. A lot older. Let's just say that. I was using Linux when the 2.4 kernel was out. So, yeah. Alright, let's get that. Let's, hello. Alright, welcome back everyone. Oh, and for those on YouTube, sorry I didn't explain that. So Twitch has ads to stop people getting ads when they actually join my channel. I have to run ads every half an hour for 1:30. I do that so no one misses out on any content. So yeah, I just pause, I talk stuff, I do the Rubik's Cube. I'm not 26, I'm a lot older. Unless you're saying 26 factorial, in which case... Not quite that old yet. Alright, so I'm quite happy with this. For instance, determine what type of object is hard. Yep, we've just implemented that. That's going down there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to remove static. Sorry, Sox's head is in the way. Go get status, get add, get commit, bug fix. So the more spelling mistakes happen when Sox stands in front of my screen. It's because I can't read my screen. No, 99. I was still playing Ultima Online then. We didn't have the internet in Australia. Actually, no, that's a joke. That's a joke. Actually, my family didn't have the internet. I think my primary school did have the internet, but I didn't know what you could do on it and stuff like that. Back in 1999, and I wasn't interested in the internet back then because I was way too young. Yeah, I didn't get the internet till I was 16, I think. Alright, so just done that. Now we're going to go through give me a couple of seconds. I'm just moving this around. We are going to go through the deployment process. I used to ride my bike to my uncle's house back in 1997 so I could use his laptop and the internet. Oh, fair enough. I don't even think any of my uncles or aunts actually had internet. It wasn't until I was well into high school that we kind of needed it. Even then, we had dial-up for a while. It wasn't until I think I went to uni that we actually got ADSL. And it wasn't until I moved out of home that I got ADSL 2. And then Australia just had ADSL 2 plus for ages. Which was, yeah. I only just got fiber to my house. Just recently. Alright, npm audit. Cool. npm run prod. Sorry, this one takes a little while. There we go. Oh, it took 11 seconds. That's not too bad. npm run end to end. Now, I think this will fail a couple of them because we've deleted a task or something. But that's going to be fine. We just have a look at it and we'll determine. New Zealand only moved from DSL 128K to 256 because Microsoft paid for our telco $5 million to roll it out for Xbox Live. Fair enough. They would have definitely made their money back by now. So back in 2013, it was an election year in Australia at the federal level. Essentially, the opposition party brought to the table being like, no, we can't do the NBN, it'll cost too much, and no one's ever going to use that much internet, which I called absolutely BS back then. Am I not running the... Yeah, I'm running the thing. And stuff like that. Oops, sorry, I was meant to actually get the host running. Anyway. Long story short, we went with a cheaper option. We've spent more money now, and we've gone back and had to actually upgrade quite a lot of places. For example, my place. I now have fiber, when originally it should have been fiber to everywhere. Politicians, they just don't understand stuff. It was a big thing. It was terrible. All right, failed 31. For a full not found. Alright, admin notification information. Oh, it's because I deleted it. Alright, that's fine. That's one I deleted. Break time, how's it going? Oh, good, good. You just missed me going on a rant about the Australian NBN. Australian, we'll do the wiki Australian Liberal NBN plan network plans. It was terrible. So yeah, the redesign. And all that stuff. And then like Telstra, like back in 2019 was like, oh, if they left it up to us, we would have eventually built it. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't have. There you go. They use mixed technology mix. Yeah, it was terrible, absolutely terrible. And the thing is, we had massive sort of infrastructure problems. I had simple rainstorms knock out my telephone. Simple. We're not talking devastating sort of stuff. We're talking rainstorms that wouldn't blow over my chair would take out my phone line. And that was constantly happening and stuff like that. And it's just the whole network needed to be rebuilt. It was terrible. Alright, enough of that rant. I now have fiber. I'm happy. How? It was such old infrastructure that it was rotten. Essentially, you had things being like the age telecommunication issues. I don't know how. It was back in like 2014 and stuff like that. We won't find any news articles unless we go digging, because this is all new. Essentially, a lot of it was you would open up the thing and there'll be terribly sort of fixed stuff, and they'll just patches upon patches upon patches upon patches upon patches type of situation. A lot of the pits ended up flooding and stuff like that, and things just got knocked out or broken. So yeah. Alright, check all screenshots. Alright, test results. Yeah, and we used to be actually quite high too. And then yeah, our NBN came out and we just plummeted compared to everyone. So New Zealand's higher than us. Are we really? Hang on. We are really that low. We're 94th. Fucking dicks. Yeah, that's not good. New Zealand's better than us. Come on. Gotta love that. Sounds like the hardware version of Legacy Project. It was. It quite literally is. And there were many articles about it too. Just been like, yeah, it's just patches upon patches and stuff like that. I think I was... I'm trying to calculate how many times I actually had to get them out here to fix it, and it was at least once or twice a year for them to fix it. So... yeah. I did end up getting fiber to the curb, and then that fixed all those problems. And recently I got fiber to the premise. So I quite literally have fiber that goes into my living room and right into the box and straight into my modem router. So, alright. Socks, you're gonna have to npm run prod. Alright, cool. But yeah, 96th. That is... We used to be up in the 30s. And it's not... Yeah. At least I'm getting decent speeds now. I do pay for it though. It also means I get awesome speeds too if I decide to pay the extra $20, which I'm thinking probably not. I need to save money. what one is this? 55? Yeah, 55. Okay, so I've done that. Let's hit enter. Let's do a git push. We recently upgraded Gigabit Fiber, best money I've ever spent, from 30 down, 6 up to 2,000 down. And 2,000, holy hell. All right. Let's, we're going with the big boy Telstra, who said they would have eventually done it. We're just having a look at what they're going to give. So Telstra, for anyone that doesn't know, is one of the major providers in Australia. It's partly owned public and partly privatised and all that kind of stuff. So they're the ones that service all of Australia. And when I say all of Australia, all of Australia. So internet, NBN plans. We're not going to look at price because these guys are super expensive. I'm just putting in a random address. Parliament House. Yeah, what's your address? There's no address. This one will do. Alright, cool. Oh, I didn't need to enter it in. I just had to scroll down here. Alright, sorry. Okay. Wait, piss off. Just... So, the fastest one for Telstra, which does all of Australia, the fastest one that they can promise is approximately 815 megabits per second down and 40 megabits per second upload. That's what they can promise us. And why is it a random number and not a whole number? It's because they got in trouble for saying, oh yeah, it's going to be 1,000 megabits per second, and people actually doing speed tests and being like, we never get that speed. And there was a massive amount of complaints in when the NBN was rolling out, and essentially the watchdog was like, all right, you have to now do average speed. So, yeah. Speed experiences may be lower due to factors including in-home setup, wiring, plan available to HFC and FTTP connections only, and all that kind of fun stuff. So, yeah. No, I'm just showing you the fastest we can get in Australia. Because if you have a look at where we are 90th in the world. Look at that lovely, horrible number. We used to be in the 30s. Yeah. It's a sore point for me. So, yeah. Alright, so we've pushed stuff up. Alright, it's cool. GitHub.com, NearBeach. We're getting just heavily distracted tonight, so yeah. Where's New Zealand? 24th? Yeah, New Zealand's a lot better than us. Natural Causes like, oh yeah. Oh no, sorry, Dead Robot Dev is like 1,000 down and stuff. Now, why is my chat... There it goes. Sorry, my chat on this screen was a bit weird. I think my contract states guaranteed minimums. I think 1,000 down, 100 up. Oh, nice. Still 100 up is pretty good. Also new offering. So it had some issues in the beginning. Yeah. All right, cool. You didn't turn off the mic. Sorry, Stocks every now and then loves to turn off the mic. So we're going to go into here. We're going to do a compare and pull request. We are going to do... I'm just double checking the new features first though. Yeah, that's a new feature. I'm going to put that at the top. Okay, what is the new feature? Sprints now supports child objects. Sprints now support child objects. Drag and drop functionality now works in NearBeach. Okay, cool. And the bug fixes. This is where we go back to here. We click on this, we click on this, and we're like, all right, cool. Get the earliest one at the top. And we're just going to copy this. And we're just going to paste into here. Really sucks. Okay. So that should be that. We're going to copy all of that. We've got the preview. So yeah, sprints now support child objects. Drag and drop for functionality. Work. All right, cool. We're going to create this pull request. I've just realized, did I leave a console log in somewhere? Oh, I commented it. Oh, I've left this horrible code. Alright. That's just going to go in the next thing. Git status. Git commit. Fix up some code. Remove some comments. That's fine. That doesn't need to, we don't need to worry about that. So, I'm going to check Circle CI very, very quickly. Because we have all our unit tests being run in Circle CI. It looks like it's been running all night. That's going to keep running. Yeah, I'm not worried. Why did that only take 21 seconds? Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to merge. All of that should perfectly work. Yep, we're perfectly fine with that. We're going to go into NearBeach. And we're going to create a new release. I'm just going to paste all of this in. I'm going to hit the wrong key. We are going to put in 0.31.35. No, 55. 0.31.55. Going to generate the notes. Pre-release. Yep, cool. And publish. So in half an hour, the new version of NearBeach will be released. So why half an hour? Because it's got to push it to PyPI. It's also then got to collect all the static files, and then it's got to create the Docker container. So the Docker, it's all sequential. Can't speed that up. The main slowness is the upload to the R2 stuff. So to our CDN. So that's running. Let's go over here. Let's put all of these to fix. All right, sweet. So that's all done. Quick admin sort of stuff. We're just going to go into here and wait for this to fully load up. All right, that took forever. The version is released and archived. All right, we've got a couple more versions left into there. That's perfectly fine. Let's go into issues. Sorry, this is just a little bit of admin stuff I've just got to do. We've also got okay, sorry, sucks. I need my mouse. counter bugs. So currently at the moment we're down to 6. Oh, sweet, and 3 to release. So 6, 3. Oh, we're just updating the number down here. So this will be 5. This will be the 3rd of January. In the new year. Alright, save and publish. So what that does is, if you visit the blogs, for example, give me a couple of seconds. I've broken something on my site, which is not nice. Okay. Don't know why that's not working, but usually it'll appear like this. So when we update it, people can be like, oh, okay, cool, this is where the project's at, and so forth like that, with the bugs and so forth. Anyway, I am pretty much done for tonight. I mean, I really can't go on for another 20 minutes to 10 o'clock. I am probably going to call it there. Let's find someone to raid. Now, the person I am lurking, I think they stopped. Yeah, they stopped. Adrian learns. Done. Alright. Cool. What is Adrian doing tonight? Rust. They are learning Rust by the looks of it. Oh, there you go. Yep, day 14 of learning Rust. Alright, cool. So, yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for the stream tonight. Those on YouTube, thank you very much for popping in. We're actually going to raid someone else, so stream will be ending very soon. So, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I do hope you enjoy Adrian Learns. Thank you.